There are currently over 20,000 kids in foster care in our state. That number is huge. It is staggering to think of all of the kids who are out of their homes and who need a place, a safe place to be held and loved and to grow. %80 of foster families who say yes and step in and go through the home study and the whole process end up quitting after the first year. We started into this journey kind of naively, but as soon as our eyes were open and we saw like we can't do this alone.
I think the Bible is very clear on God's heart for broken families and for the fatherless, and so we just knew that part of God's calling on our life was going to be our answer to Him beckoning us to respond.
Our family has fostered 17 kids over the last several years, and each of those 17 lives matter. The church should be the real source of hope for each of those 17 children and the other children in our community that are in foster care.
Yeah, and the church is the hope for that. We have loved 8 children who've come through our home, and that wouldn't have happened had we not had the support of our church. And so at Foster Florida, our real heart is to see not only recruiting these foster families to come on the front lines and really step in and answer the call of this huge need in our community, but also to see the church really wrap around and support these families so that they sustain themselves and that they are thriving. And then because of that, we are able to retain quality foster parents because the church is coming together and working together as a whole.
There are 4 components of community in Foster Florida. The first is prayer. We are fighting a huge spiritual battle in the foster care community, and so when people wrap around us and commit to pray, that is huge.
And another way in which we've been really blessed by the church in a very practical way is with meals. When someone shows up at our house and provides that simple yet very powerful gesture of service, it's a huge blessing in our life and allows us to continue to help these children.
Another component of really the church wrapping around in care is through financial support, through supplies. Somebody supplying diapers or a crib or an extra car seat. Anything like that is really so beneficial to us as foster parents.
Finally, the last component is childcare. There are so many meetings and court dates and just things that are happening for a foster family all the time, and having reliable childcare is just an amazing thing that can help.
The vision for our city is that the church would stand up and be the voice for the fatherless. And it may not look like a traditional foster family. It may not look like your family saying yes to foster care, but there are so many ways to step in and love on the fatherless.